Alright, so we are going to talk about Islam, and as you could see in the beginning, Muslims are kind of known for wearing turbans, especially the male population of Muslims, and so I tried to put one on. I thought maybe it'd be cool and festive to wear one for the video, oh my gosh, but it was really hard, so you have to have skill to be a Muslim. That is definitely the overall interpretation. Islam was a really interesting religion. It kind of reminded me almost exactly like Christianity and Judaism. It's pretty similar, so as I'm talking about it, if you have watched my other two videos on Judaism and Christianity, then you can kind of connect the dots, or vice versa, if you watch this and then you go and watch the other two, or you know what I mean. Alright, so Islam began in Mecca around 610 CE. Muhammad claimed that he received messages from God, and these messages were collected in what is known as the Quran, which is kind of like their Holy Bible. They asserted that God was Allah, and he was both merciful and all-powerful, and he kind of created everything. He is, one. He is perfect. He is, he was not created. He is everlasting. So then Muhammad decided to start the Islamic religion. And after a couple of his followers, which are now called Muslims, they kind of started the Islam religion. And by 630, Muhammad and his followers took over Mecca. When Muhammad died, he ran both religion and state, just like present-day Iran. At his death, Islam controlled Egypt, Syria, Iraq, Libya, and Iran. So let's get down to the basics of Muslim or Islam. They have two groups of Muslims. There are the Sunnis and the Shia. Those are two different sects. The Sunnis believe something different than the Shia. That's what makes them kind of a different group. The Sunnis believe that Muhammad's successor would be no more than the guardian of the prophetic legacy. So, they believe that Muhammad's successor is just the prophetic legacy. The Shia believe that Muhammad's successor would be an imam. The imam was invested with qualities of inspired, infallible interpretation of the Quran. The Shia also believe that Ali inherited Muhammad's spiritual abilities, so they believe he should have been the successor. His spiritual abilities were called the wilaya. They believe the cycle of the wilaya will continue until the end of human history, when on the last day humankind will be resurrected and judged for the afterlife. So the Sunnis are actually the majority of the Islam religion, not the Shia. The Sunnis once again believe that Muhammad's successor could be no more than the guardian of the prophetic legacy. And they also believe in something called Sufism. And Sufism isn't a sect or group of people. It's actually kind of like a feeling, sort of. Sufism denotes the inner spiritual life of both. Sufism is not a group, like I said, it's just simply Muslims. The heart of Sufism is the love and belief in God, and they believe in self-purification. Sufis denote a person whose heart is purified from the pollution of this simply chaotic world. The Prophet Muhammad is venerated by Muslims as a Sufi, and your heart is cleansed as a child. So what type of text do the Muslims believe in? Like I said, they read the Quran, which is kind of like the Bible. The Quran addresses legal issues, ethical issues, Muhammad, God, almost everything a religion possibly could. Allah is their God. Allah is almost like any other God. It's just, he's one, and he creates everything. He's all-powerful, all-knowing. He does everything. He knows everything. He is the Most High. He's great. He sees everything, and he has angelic servants that are created by light. There's so many of these angels that only Allah knows how many there are. And angels have no offspring. The type of holidays they have are Ramadan, which is a month of fasting, regarded as one of the 5 pillars of Islam. They refrain from sin. Alright, I'm going to totally butcher this, but Laylat al-Isra, I'm not good at talking. That is also a holiday, and it's the night journey of the Prophet. Dhu al-Hijjah, it's like a pilgrimage. And then their New Year is called Muharram. I think I said that right. That sounds right. Islam has about 1 to 1.8 billion followers, so this is a pretty big religion. It resides mostly in areas, the Middle East, Northern Africa, Central Asia, South Asia, Western Africa, Indian subcontinent, Malay Archipelago, Eastern Africa, Balkan Peninsula, Russia, and China. So that is the basics of Islam. It's pretty much the same. Well, not the same. I hate to say the same. But I feel like it has a lot of similar factors to Christianity and Judaism, where somebody was spoken to by God, whether it be Jesus or Moses or Muhammad, and then that person started a religion over it, or they wrote a book and people followed them, and they just believe in a God. And I think that is kind of the basis of these 3 religions. Islam is Muhammad, and Allah talked to Muhammad. Allah is the God, and Muhammad was this great person who told everyone what Allah had said, and so now they worship Allah. Alright, so I hope that helps you out on another religion, on your religious journey, or on a project or anything. That's about it.